Hey guys, Aenashi here again, and I am cooking today. I don't have a name for it, but basically for Thanksgiving I'm making a second meat dish that is going to be, I got some brisket flat. It's not that big of a piece. I have some Johnsonville brats, and I have 3 pounds of sliced bacon, thick cut sliced bacon. So what I'm planning on doing is taking this brisket, butterfly it, beat it a little bit to get it a little bit tender. Then I'm going to decase the brats, mix in some onion, some seasonings, and parsley. Into that, I'm going to wrap the brisket around that sausage, and then I'm going to make a lattice work bacon and then wrap that around the brisket, tie it up, and smoke it. So let's begin. Alright, first things first is brisket. We need to prep the brisket. So let's take a look at this guy. I've got some little bit of fat on the bottom, which is not too bad. And want to butterfly it. It's basically just cut it straight down the middle and then fold it open to give us more surface area. I'm probably going to just slice it down this side all the way down to give us more room. Normally I would freeze this, but I'm kind of running out of time on prepping this. I would freeze it for, maybe a couple hours just to get it nice and firm, but you don't have to. Don't want to cut all the way through, but once you start opening it, it just comes pretty easy. You want to have the same thickness all the way through. All right. A little bit more on this side. And that's butterflying it. So put that to the side, and let's get some parchment paper, put it over there and beat it a little bit. All right, got some parchment paper. Cover it. You can do this with plastic wrap also. I do it with the flat side. You could use the spikes, but I don't need it that tender. I just want to give this more surface area. Let's look at this. Flip it over. You can't, the fat is, there's some fat on here, but it's not that bad. You can cut it away. I'm actually not going to cut it away because I'll leave that on the outside, and then that will bark up a little bit more. Of course, it's going to be wrapped with bacon, but most of that should, when it reaches the proper temperature, should just melt a lot of that away. Just take a look at this. Stay. Yeah, I probably got another inch, so I'll load it up and then roll it like this. Tuck in the that little bit right there, but it's kind of how it's going to be. So let's go ahead and just put this on the parchment paper and put this off to the side for right now. Feels a lot looser too. Parchment paper, and off this side. All right, so I should have actually chopped up everything before I started using my plate, my board for meat. So let's go ahead and wash this board. All right, so the next thing we're going to be doing is cutting up some of the herbs and onion that will go inside of the brat when we decase the brat. So let's go ahead and do this first. For me, this is how I cut up onions. Some people say it's wasteful, but this is the way I do it. Cut off the two ends. Make a little slice just on that first layer. And then just pull out the first layer. That's how I deskin the onion. And then I'll cut this in half. So I can lay it down flat like this. So this is how I do if I want to make slivers or just dice up the onion. So I want to make, you know, a very fine onion. So they're kind of like this, just little slices like that, and then I'll just stack them all up again. And getting towards the end makes it a little bit hard. That's okay. Just kind of lay it down flat. When it gets to the end, you just kind of, because you know you still get slivers and like that. So I just kind of get sloppy towards the end, and then I just go over the end a little bit more. Right. We're only going to use a half onion, so I'm going to put the other onion to the side. I'll go ahead and put this in my bowl. Got a large mixing bowl. And you know, this is about how much onion I have. That's about a medium onion, and it's half of it. All right, parsley, fresh Italian parsley. You can use either parsley. Give that a good rinse. And I'm only not going to use that much of it. So you know, it doesn't look like I took that much off. That was a pretty big bunch, but you can kind of see how much I have here. And then I'm going to go back over this a few times, just rocking my knife back and forth to mince it up a little bit more. All right. It's kind of the consistency I'm going for. Nothing that impressive, just, all right. Now, to decase the brats, the Johnsonville. You can pick any brats you want. I just picked Johnsonville this time because they looked tasty compared to the frozen other brand were just completely frozen, and this wasn't. So these were usable. So what I usually do is I'll just score the end of it, and should be able just to squeeze out the meat out of the casing. The reason I don't want the casing is I want to be able just to slice it up later, and yeah, this is what you're going to end up left with. So we'll do that with the other ones. Cut up the end, open it up nice. In the middle. Sometimes you could find brat meat that is already done, but all of that was already just frozen again. These Johnsonville ones are a little bit tougher, so they'll take a little bit more squeezing to get the meat out. All right, I just have a nice big metal spoon. Just gonna chop it up a little bit. The reason I'm deciding to try this out is I wanted another meat dish. I didn't want to cook a full-on brisket. And my buddies, Miguel and John, they've had my brisket quite a few times, but you know, I just didn't want to have that much meat. It's just going to be, you know, my family, my mother-in-law, my wife, my son, who's 11 months old, and those two guys. I just want to try something different, and yeah, I like experimenting with food. Kind of get a consistency that looks like this. It's a pretty good mix. Now I want to add in some salt. Some ground black pepper. And then I'm also going to stick some thyme in it. And that is, then we just mix it around good. Here you go. Yum, yum. All right, so what I want to do now is I want to take my brisket, did earlier, put it on the side that's going to be the outside, down here. I'm going to put some rub on here, on the outside. I like to rub my meat. Yeah, go ahead and make those jokes in the comments below. So, this right here is you have some salt, pepper, you have ground garlic, ground onion, you have a little bit of paprika for color and flavor, and it's a pretty, very, very simple rub. It's nothing that special. I make a big batch of this, and then I use this quite a bit. I just make a big batch, save it. So I'm going to just put some generous amount on the outside. So you can kind of see this is what it's going to look like. Nice, big, messy. I'm only going to do one side because the inside's going to be all nice and flavorful. And then what I'm going to do is just rub it. Just rub the meat. Give it a nice pat down. Just give it some rubs. Get it down inside. All right, what I'm going to do is get some parchment paper. I'm going to clean off some of this area, my work area here. It's parchment down for now. And what I'm going to start doing is I'm going to construct my lattice work bacon. So, got 3 pounds of thick cut bacon. Thicker is better. Thin bacon, nah, not a fan. Start off with about 1/3 of it. I'll lay down. So, you put one down there, like that. Put that here. This goes up. This goes here. I need to put that there. This here. Scoot that down. And then this goes up. This goes up. So a piece goes here. This goes here. See, this is where video game skills come in handy. Making lattice work bacon. All right, so the next one, this goes here. And then these go here. We'll put this one first here. It's more bacon. Basically, you need to go to college just to take basket weaving class to figure out how to make lattice work bacon. Ah, look at that. It's becoming very beautiful. All right, and then those go there. This piece goes right in here. This goes there and there. Scoot this down nice and a little bit tighter. And, nope, yep. And just one more piece of bacon. And obviously this is not going to be big enough for the whole thing. I'm not that. Look at that. All right, let me try to prop this up so you can see how beautiful this lattice work is. Look at that. Beautiful lattice work bacon. All right, the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna turn this guy over. Well, we'll move the bacon off to the side for now. This is why I like working with parchment too, because you could just set it right off to the side. All right, back to the brisket. Flip this over. And I'm gonna put it let's see what this starts to look like. And then just like that. So we'll move this off to the side. Bring back our bacon. Take this, put it down, and it will be just short. So what I will end up doing is, so I am going to be tying this together. So see, if I was actually really smart, I would have actually had some of this twine under the lattice work so I could just tie it up nice and easily. But I don't plan things that well. All right. Just get about 4 pieces, all about the same size. I know I'm not going to have enough bacon for it to go all the way around, so I'm going to make some quick lattice work, just 2 wide. So I put 2 pieces down, and then just cut in half a bunch of pieces to put in between. So the tricking part is trying to get this bacon wrapped around here and then get it all tied up, which I could probably roll it. So I'm going to use the parchment paper that I used a little bit ago. I don't need my cutting board anymore. Let me get rid of this. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to just roll it on top of these strings. What I should have done, so tip, don't learn from my failure here. Put your strings down first, then your lattice work on top of your strings. But this might work just fine. All right. Oh. Okay. A little bit falling apart. So I have both sides of my string in one spot. All right. I am going to get a few more strings, I think. I'll put these 2 right there. These are going to be at the very ends. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to get a string all the way from one end to the other end. All right, one very long string. Actually, probably 2 very long strings. You don't want to do it too tight, because if you start getting creases inside the meat with the string in there, sometimes it's hard to get that string out, or when you do pull the string out, it's going to pull apart your creation. All right, so I got this excess string, and I'm going to just, and apparently got excess bacon there, and then just gently roll it over. Boom. All right, and then take the string again and just Go over here, give it an extra little, tie it down just one more time. And this is my creation. It looks like a lot of bacon, sausage, and brisket. We'll see how it tastes tomorrow. So my plan is I'm going to edit this tonight, edit this video tonight, and then I'll do another video where I'm going to combine the smoking of the turkey and the smoking of this, because I do them at the same time. I'll wake up extra early in the morning and just show you how that's going to go. So yeah. Got a name suggestion for this? Be first to name it. This creation. And yeah. Anyways, that's it for now, and talk to you guys later, and hope you enjoy, and let's pray that this comes out okay. So I will see you guys later. Bye.